Morning all, on the Grandad's allotment. Lovely day on the plot today, nice and sunny. It's the 5th of June and I'm going to be breaking out the big guns to do a little bit of strimming and some shredding. Right, so I've brought over the shredder and my little power station there, a little chainsaw, a strimmer. As you can see, strimming is desperate. Everything is grown massively. This rosemary bush, I'm going to take part of that down. The tapeberries and that need taming and tying in, and whatever's left will be shredded. But yeah, I'll show you as I go around. But we've got fruit, things are growing, everything's doing nicely. I need to get my tomatoes in, so I need to clear this today with all of the leaves and stuff from the grapevines. Right, I'll set you up and show you what I'm doing. Right, just switch my little power station on. Shredder, it's a bit noisy. Right, you get the gist. I'll speed it up a bit. That's the greenhouse cleared of all of the stuff. So that's what it's produced from that greenhouse full. So I'm going to get on doing the rosemary bush now. I'm just going to dump this as a mulch on some of my beds. Right, that one bush filled two buckets of chippings. Smells really good, to be honest. I'm going to do the other bush, but I'll just come back to you when I've done that. Right, I've completed all the strimming around, sorted out the rosemary bushes, thinned them right down, one tall one, got one out altogether. I've put that into one of the beds up here. just to mulch it. It's not a very good bed this anyway. It's just got really the rose bushes in and the clematis and stuff, but it's quite hard, compact soil. So I put a bit of mulch on the top of there. It's only got a couple of cauliflowers in there. This is next, but before that I've started on the tomatoes in the greenhouse. So I'm just planting up these tomatoes. So hole in the ground, hole in the pot. Tomato will go right into the ground, so the roots are in the ground. The soil below is wet, so it'll seek the wet. And 2, 4, 6, 12 different plants going in here. It takes a quarter of a bag, a 50-litre bag, to fill the pots. So I've got plenty. Right, let's crack on with this and I'll show you when I'm finished. Right, it's 3:30 now. I've had a good few hours at the allotment, so I'll quickly show you what I've done and then I'm going to pack up. It's getting too hot for Winston, so we're going to have to pack up. So I've done all the strimming, tied up my asparagus. That's going to seed, but obviously I don't want to harvest that yet anyway because it's only its second year. So that's the growth. It's probably, I don't know, 4 foot tall. I potted in, these are some mystery tomatoes which I got at the plant swap. They are quite furry. I don't really know what they are, but I've planted 6 outside, so they're all the mystery tomatoes. In here I've got 12 tomatoes planted up. I'll go through them next time when I've got them labelled up properly and tied up of what they are. But these are all heirloom tomatoes. There's 12 different ones in there. Just filling up my barrel in the greenhouse. Not much changing. I'll show you the apples though. They're starting to put on quite a bit. They will get a bit of a June drop. Gooseberries coming on nicely. This is the conference pear, which I've not got any on. I think that's an apple. More gooseberries, again doing all right. Not much on this apple tree, but that's missed the blossom, I think. In here I've got to do the weeding underneath, but I'm going to take the staging down soon. So I'll put membrane down and all of that. These are my tomatoes which I've got left to pot up. These are heirlooms which will go in under here, so I'll probably get about 20 tomatoes in there once I take the staging down. And in the other little greenhouse where the stove is, I'll put some in there as well. These are the ones I potted up a week ago, so they've shot up. They've all got flowers on now, so it shouldn't be too much longer before I see some fruit. The fig, again, got figs, but they're just not ripening. I mean, they're just dropping off. So I'll show you inside of one. I can cut one open. You know, they're not ripening. They're all just dropping off. So it's coming out. I've bought another fig plant to go outside. Doesn't matter what I do with it in here, I'm not getting any. So up here, that's my new fig tree, which it's just in a pot at the moment, but I will pot it up when it gets a bit bigger. I've put it out my giant marrows, 3 of them in the compost. See how they do. Across here, allium in there, but the black currants are doing well, so I'll harvest them on the old stalks and they'll come up. Cut out more goose cogs, and the outside grapes are starting to put on some growth. So yeah, all doing all right. This little bit in here, kind of see for the sun, but the lavender all the way around is doing well. And that was the idea of that was to bring some pollinators in, because I've got fruit trees in here, some thornless blackberries and stuff, and obviously the strawberries. Turnips doing well, 2 lots. So yeah, doing all right. That's it for the day. See you in the next one.